What's up, Fortress Dwellers? Manny Brandon with Manny's Fitness Fortress on YouTube, the Citadel of Power. Guys, I'm going to talk to you today, guys and ladies, about one of the main reasons why your hormones, ladies, why your hormones and thyroid problems are crazy and all over the place, and also, guys, why your testosterone is going haywire and is at an all-time low. All right, we're going to talk about all these foods and what they're putting in foods and how the foods they are giving us is making us sick. All that coming up right now. Are you ready? All right, guys, I'm going to be talking about 4 things on how the foods we eat is making us sick. 4 major components that you can eliminate and fix to stop being sick and heal yourself without going to the damn doctors. All right. The first thing they're doing, guys, all right, is they're adding stuff to foods to make them unhealthy. They're adding chemicals and unhealthy ingredients to foods to make healthy foods unhealthy. That's what these freaking bastards are doing. They're adding unhealthy ingredients to make healthy foods. Forget about the processed foods. They're doing this to healthy foods to make them unhealthy. When you go in the grocery store aisle and look at walnuts, pecans, almonds, what do you see as options? Salted walnuts, salted pecans, salted almonds, glazed walnuts. You guys know what I'm talking about. So they're adding sugar or salt to make one of the healthiest foods that God made for us to make them toxic. Walnuts are high in omega-3 fatty acids. So are almonds. So are pecans. They're high in omega-3 fatty acids. They're increasingly powerful for your libido. They're great for your eyesight. The omega-3 oils and walnuts and pecans are great for your joints, your brain neurons, all that stuff. And they're finding ways to make healthy foods toxic. Walnuts, almonds, and pecans are just an example of one. All right, almonds, walnuts, and pecans is just an example of one food that they're making unhealthy by adding unhealthy chemical additives, processed sugars, and Morton's table salt, that type of salt, not Himalayan sea salt. All right. Also, probably the number one way they make a healthy food, a healthy grain unhealthy, is by enriched flour. When you look at any rolls, you know, hot dog rolls, hamburger rolls, many processed cereals, pastas, grains, processed rice, you'll enriched flour. Enriched flour means that they have to put the nutrients back in, or somewhat of a degrading form of the nutrient, because they've taken it out previously. So they've made it and turned it into an inflammatory grain, all right, by taking it out. By putting enriched back in, they're trying to give you a portion of what was in, and it's a lower grade, you know, it's a much lower, quality of nutrient, much lower quality grain that they're putting back in. And they do this, everything that's really any carbohydrate they do this to, that's processed in a bag or a box. They take out the rich grains, they take out the original grains and put in enriched grains. So that really accounts for 90%, I would say not maybe that much, but 70 to 80% of the food in a supermarket. Some form of grain, you know, they can pull that out and put in enriched substitute back in. And enriched is a subpar quality grain. To not even replace all of what they took out, but just a portion. And that portion that they replaced it with is a subpar and still unhealthy, very unhealthy, portion, very unhealthy replacement. So guys, look out for that in all your grains, all your cereals, rice, and everything like that. They are making healthy foods, otherwise healthy foods, unhealthy by doing this with adding salts, adding enriched grains, adding sugar, okay, and a ton of other things, you know, just chemical processes that they go through in the manufacturing plants. Sick, demonic, and evil. All right. The next thing is, the number 2 thing, guy, is they're putting toxic chemicals in the linings of bottles and cans, okay? And these are seeping into our fluids and our foods. So they're putting toxic chemicals in the linings of canned foods and beverage containers. So that's why, you know, the bottles of water and juices that are not BPA free, those plastic bottles, those cancerous substances are inside the plastic, and they seep into our water and our beverages. And if you have any type of plastic container with food in it that you heat up in a microwave, the microwave vibrates the molecules in the plastic and pulls the BPAs and other chemicals out of the plastic into your food. That's how they're killing us through our food, guys. That's why this convenience thing, like, you know, mommy running home from the supermarket, she's a soccer mom, she gotta hurry up and make something. We gotta go back to the days of just take your time and put something in the toaster oven, put it in a regular oven, or take 5 to 6 minutes to heat something up on the stove. If you're reheating something, just heat it up on the stove. You know, it takes a minute in the microwave, it takes 3 minutes on the stove. Come on, guys. Ladies, if you do this, you'll slowly reverse your hormone issues, because that's one of the biggest problems and culprits of hormone issues. There's a toxic BPAs in plastics from the food containers in the microwave and the plastic bottles that have BPAs in them that disrupt your hormones, and they give you all these thyroid issues, okay? The other thing is the BPAs in the canned food containers, metal cans. So guys, you have to, you know, get stuff like this. I got some examples to show you guys. Get the cans. First of all, when you get canned food, get organic, because organic food is available in cans, okay? Just like this, you see that little thing right there? Organic. And guys, what does that say? It says, it's backwards, but non-BPA, okay? Non-BPA lining. It's backwards, but it's organic, and it's a non-BPA lining. These are organic kidneys, organic kidney beans, all right? So with this not having a traditional BPA lining, none of the toxins that's normally traditionally in the metal lining on the interior of the can, none of that is seeping into your beans or your cabbage or your fruits or vegetables, whatever canned products you get. And that's the thing, guys. You got to be very methodical and conscious about that, because no one just wakes up and get cancer at 60 or 70 years old like our grandmoms and moms and aunties. It's from years and years of all these chemicals built up in our bodies. Even your laundry detergents, you got to buy 7th generation. Not all, not Tide, not Cheer. There are toxins that reside in your skin, get internalized in your organs, you know, and they got forever chemicals in them, in the plastic, and then the actual toxins in the detergent liquid itself. Guys, they're trying to kill us. I keep telling you guys that, all right? There's so many things that you have to be conscious of. The ingredients, the toxic ingredients, whether it's salt, sugar, or anything else like multi-dextrose, dextrose, high fructose corn syrup, all those type of things we're getting ready to get into. But you got to be conscious of the containers that your food is coming in, all right? And you can get BPA-free bottles of water. Evian, Fiji, Wakia, Aquapana, Icelandic waters. Those plastic bottles have BPA-free bottles. Those companies usually have BPA-free bottles. And then you can also get the glass water bottles made by Mountain Valley Spring Water and a couple other brands. Mountain Valley Spring Water is a green glass bottle that is produced right here in America. It's bottled right here in America from either the Wichita Mountains or Colorado Mountains, but it's a glass green bottle. And if you can go with glass, go with glass. But avoid BPA-free, BPA brittle plastic bottles, and avoid cans that have BPA chemicals in them. And how do you know that? It's going to say it right on the label, guys. All right, that's it. It's going to say it on the can, on the side of the can, on the label, and it's going to say on the back or side of the water bottle or beverage container. It's going to tell you if it's BPA-free or not. All right, it'll be very easy, very easy. Now that's another major way that they're killing us through our food. The third way, guys, is they are creating national and worldwide addiction through synthetic sweeteners. Sugar, refined sugar is more addictive than cocaine. They've done studies to internalize and measure the cravings of the human body with processed white sugar. Guys, sugar is more addictive than cocaine. That's why more people eat, there's way more people in the world, in the United States, that eat sugar than dabble in cocaine products. It's that addictive. They've run studies for decades, and they know this, and they're not going to stop because their consumer base keeps growing and growing, and giving these FDA maggots and these, Food and Drug Administration maggots and these pharmaceutical maggots all these billions of dollars. So this synthetic sweeteners is what has caused a major addiction in our life. Everything. And we're going to start with white refined sugar. Another one you shouldn't be eating is high fructose corn syrup. Read your ingredients, guys. It's in a lot of stuff, okay? A lot. All right? Your sugary drinks, used to be in Gatorade. Now sugar is a second ingredient in Gatorade. A lot of these Monster drinks and stuff like that, Red Bulls, a lot of fruit drinks, Kool-Aids, a lot of actually breads. It's actually in some hamburger rolls. It's in everything. It's in 90% of your processed or packaged food. High fruit, especially the stuff that's sweet, that they flavor. And you'll see it multiple times in a label sometimes. High fructose corn syrup. Then later on in the label, you'll see corn syrup solids. Then later on in the label, you'll see corn syrup. And in that same label, for that same product, you'll see sugar. And you may see another form, dextrose, multi-dextrose. These are other forms of sugar, guys. Dextrose, multi-dextrose, high fructose corn syrup solids, sugar. These are all forms of sugar. Watch out for them, all forms of synthetic processed sugar. If you want something to sweeten up your beverage or your food, these are the things you should eat in substitute of the ones I just mentioned. Agave nectar is fire. It tastes better than pancake syrup. It has a similar consistency, but it's all plant-based, no chemicals. Organic raw agave syrup. Most regular grocery stores sell it. Walmart definitely does. Trader Joe's, all of them. Your health food store. Stevia, which is a flavored plant, based sweetener. Some people don't love the taste of it because it's not as sweet as sugar, but stevia it tastes pretty good. It's another alternative. Agave tastes better, but you got stevia also. You got raw honey. Now what you want to do is, guys, eat organic or raw honey. Organic raw honey. Nothing else, because the other honey is processed, it's heated up, and they destroy the natural enzymes and healing properties of those honeys. So make sure it says raw. You're going to pay a pretty penny for it, or organic raw filtered honey. It's going to be anywhere from $8 to probably $50 a bottle, depending on the size of the bottle. And the medicinal, the power, the level of it, the strength level of it, because they have different honeys. They go up to like $100 a bottle for the Manuka honeys. Raw Manuka honeys has been known to heal cataracts and eyes and stuff like that through honey eye drops. So honey, agave, raw honey, organic honey, those are the only honeys you get. Agave, stevia, and you got cane sugar as a last resort. Cane sugar comes from the cane sugar plant, and you'll see some stuff that's made with that. It'll be in its own container package like cane sugar, or you'll see some healthy beverages or healthy products at health food stores, or even in the grocery stores that'll have cane sugar in the ingredient list. So that's the last, that's the first thing you should eat if you can't get a hold of anything else, any other natural sweetener, is cane sugar. Do not eat regular processed white sugar. Do not eat high fructose corn syrup. And you're going to have to read the labels, guys, to see what's in these things, to see if they're in there or not, all right? That's number 3. Now, the fourth and last thing that they're doing to try to make us sick through our food, guys, they're applying pesticides. They're applying hybrid bred fruits and vegetables to the grocery stores. They're stocking no seed vegetables, no seed fruits, no seeded fruits, unseeded vegetables, unseeded fruits, and they are GMO fruits. When they're unseeded, they're hybrid. They're genetically modified. That's why they're unseeded. I want you guys to know that. So GMO fruits and vegetables are not they're not, you know, in sync with your DNA. They're not to be eaten, okay? They're harmful to the human body. So when you see a watermelon, if it's not seeded, do not eat it. Do not buy it. People like the convenience of not having to spit out the seeds, but guess what? The seeds are like little multivitamins. They're loaded with magnesium, iron, riboflavin. Watermelon seeds are the most healthiest seeds you can eat. And yes, you're supposed to eat seeds. You can blend them up in the blender if you don't want to chew them, but get seeded only watermelons, guys. All right, organic seeded only watermelons. You're going to see a lot that say seedless, non-GMO, and then you'll see some that just say seedless without you'll see some that say seedless GMO. Then you'll see some that say seedless, and that's it. They're both the same. Seedless are GMO watermelons, and seedless watermelons that have labeled GMO are GMO watermelons. They're both the same. So only get seeded watermelons, and only get seeded fruits in general, guys. All right, cucumbers, all that seeded. Pay the extra $1 or $2. You know, you want to do your due diligence and making sure the food is as close to what it was when God made it, when you put it in your body. Purchase organic. Pay the extra couple dollars, guys. Purchase organic, all right, or end up in the hospital long term. Short term, you're going to have complications in your health, you know, next couple of years going out. All this processed food, Popeyes, you know, Chick-fil-A's. I used to love Chick-fil-A's until I found out what was in their food. You got your everything, Kentucky Fried Chicken, McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell. Guys, it's all toxic. Eat organic. Here is a box of one of the biggest great organic companies. It's called Annie's. This is macaroni and cheese. I don't really eat a lot of macaroni and cheese. This is shells and white cheddar macaroni and cheese made with organic pasta. Okay, I'm gonna read some of the label to you. Organic wheat flour, dry cheddar cheese, cultured milk, salt, non-animal enzymes, whey, butter, cream. See, it's not perfect. You're gonna have some ingredients at the end, at the bottom, that are regular, conventional, but it's organic pasta, guys. Go for organic. I'm gonna show you another one. This is organic agave raw honey. I was talking about supplementing your regular pancake syrup. For this, regular pancake syrup has toxins in it. This is agave nectar. It's delicious. That's organic also. Guys, don't sleep. Everything's backwards, but check it. Organic almond milk, okay? Clean ingredients, all right? Don't knock it, okay? Organic chicken bone broth, okay? Free range, you know, no extra chemicals, no anything, nothing supposed to be in here that's not supposed to be in here. Nothing's in here that's not supposed to be in here, all right? And for your cereals, guys, you can still buy box cereals for your kids. That Cinnamon Toast Crunch crap with loaded up with sugar and multi-dextrose and enzymes and stuff. Look at this organic cinnamon harvest from Kashi. I know a lot of you guys are familiar with that. Now look at this, guys. This is the ingredient list. This ingredient list has 4 ingredients. Whole grain wheat, cane sugar from the cane sugar plant, natural flavor, cinnamon. But it also says it's natural flavor organic. So it has an asterisk next to the grain wheat. It has an asterisk next to the cane sugar, the cinnamon, and the flavor. It's organic, so this is all real food. All right, guys? Here's another example. It's another company called Great Grains. Great Grains, okay? It's non-GMO, okay? Non-GMO. Whole grain wheat, raisins, cane sugar from the cane sugar plant, whole grain rolled oats, dates. Dates, a lot of these sugars are sweetened with dates alone, too, a lot of these healthier cereals. Wheat flour, malted barley flour. Barley is actually a really healthy grain. Rice flour, pecans, expeller pressed canola oil. The reason that makes canola oil and vegetable oils and, corn oils toxic is because they go through a process that's processed that does not include expeller expression. But you rarely see this. This says expeller pressed canola oil. So that makes it actually healthy. Salt, rice syrup, molasses. One of the sweeteners our grandmoms used to use for everything they cooked in. Molasses, BHT added to preserve freshness. Guys, minerals loaded with zinc, all this other stuff. Flakes, raisins, clusters, pecans. What more could you want? Even your multivitamins, guys. Get your multivitamins from the health food store, because a lot of them in the regular stores right next to the pharmacy contain titanium dioxide in the bottle. You got to really be specific and read your ingredients. Do your due diligence when reading the labels on your vitamins and your minerals. But that's about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I had to bring the real truth to you, bring the fire about what they put in our foods so we can eat healthy. And if you come to a store where you need to get something and it's not organic, look for the next best thing. Like, this is zero sugar added baked beans. Okay. Net carbs very low, excellent source of fiber, easy and delicious. USA Can is very healthy. So cut down on the sugar. This is slow simmered and seasoned to perfection. Cut down on the sugar any way you can. This is a product that's very low in sugar, guys. And it's, like I said, always look for the cans that don't have any BPA chemicals in the lining. That's my little health rant. I hope you guys loved it. Tap in and subscribe to the channel. Every week we got new content dropping: fitness, nutrition, wellness, and lifestyle. I love you guys so much. Ladies and men, thank you for tuning in and rock with me for all these years. I'll see you next time. Boom!